Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel startuplanes.com. I'm Pratham Shamnani, and as you know, these are the interviews we are conducting for the promotion of various startups. So for today's interview, we have Mr. Kartheek Chanda, who is currently working for IDRBT, which is Cybersecurity Wing of RBI. He is the director of Ersegment Solution Private Limited. They have started the company in September 2020. Within 3 months, they have signed contracts with USA based MNCs, and within 6 months, they have become placement partner for USA based university. Also, they are providing 6 months of campus recruitment trainings for colleges and universities officially. They are providing application security services for few organizations. They have got 1500 plus students community and it keeps getting increased every day. So let's start the interview. So, hello sir, good evening. I'm Pratham Shamnani
Yeah,
from Startup Lane, and we are very thankful to have you on the board for this interview.
yeah, sure. Thank you. And I'm really grateful that I got an opportunity like this to, give my experience so far with my startup. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah.
Sir, I would request you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay. So my name is Kartheek Chanda. So I work full time for cybersecurity wing of RBI, that is IDRBT, Institute of Development and Research of Banking Technology. Apart from that, I am director of Ersegment Solutions Private Limited, and I also work for 15 other companies throughout, US, UK, Canada, and Bangalore and Hyderabad. So this is me so far, and I am a 24-year-old guy, and I have recently completed, like 2 years back, I have completed my undergraduations in computer science.
Great. So, I would
Yeah.
like to ask you the first question. How did you come up with this idea of a startup?
Okay. So if you want me to answer, my startup is about cybersecurity. So cybersecurity, I have entered into this field when I was in my second year of my BTech. So BTech second year, I have got to know about ethical hacking and cybersecurity. So actually, I have attended few workshops in BITS Hyderabad and IIT Hyderabad, ethical hacking workshops, and I got some interest in that particular field. So ultimately, what happened is I have done my research on it, and I took some training and all, and I've started doing application security in my third year starting of my BTech. So when I did application security, it is nothing but it's called bug bounty also. So wherein we find out bugs in applications and we report it to that particular organization. And in return, they'll pay us and give acknowledgement saying that thanks for securing our organization. So in my beginning stage, in 4 days, I have hacked into 8 companies. In my in my third year, starting of my graduation. So after that, in 2 companies, they gave me opportunity, a job opportunity, and remaining companies they gave me acknowledgements and few paid me. So in one of the company, I took the opportunity and I started working for them since my third year graduation. So third year, fourth year, I worked, and in fourth year, I thought of doing an international certification. So to just prove to myself that I'm, capable of things. So I have cleared my international certification, my first one, that is CH, Certified Ethical Hacking Instructor and Certified Ethical Hacker. That is given by EC Council, European, that is identified by 150 plus countries throughout this globe. So I have done my certificate and I started working as a trainer. So first, when I was in my third year, once I have I have told the companies saying that you have some vulnerability in your organization. Few companies they asked me to explain that vulnerability. So I explained them. It took me around 3 hours or so to explain them the vulnerabilities, the weakness. So once I have explained them, they noticed that I had a capability of explaining things clearly. So what they did is that company identified the potential and they told that I want you, if you are willing, please work with us as a trainer, as an instructor. So even I have identified that maybe I enjoy explaining things to people. So in 2018, I have joined as a student in a platform called My Captain,
Okay.
and My Captain gave me a good network, and I believe in network more than net worth. So I had gained a lot of network over there. And 2018, I was a student. In 2019, I became a trainer in same My Captain platform. So since 2019 till now, I am working for the platform. Like I give trainings for them through them, wherein I have trained more than 5,000 students through that platform. Okay, so yeah, I have started my training journey since my fourth year, and I have given a lot of trainings. And the turning point of my career is I have given training for 30 different colleges and faculties, universities, faculties. I have given training for them, including IIT and NIT doctorates and professors on cybersecurity. So due to those references and all, my network grew a lot. So, as a single person, I can't scale up. Like, even though I had 24 hours or more than 24 hours of work per day, as a single human, I can't scale myself for 24 or 48 hours per day, as we are having only 24. And I don't want to even lose the leads which I'm getting, because people do trust me and they send some leads, and I'll say that I'm busy, I can't take up. That would be a little, it's not a good scenario for both of us. So what I did is, okay, let me do one thing. Let me, build a team. Okay, so I have built a team and started this startup called Ersegment, wherein we give trainings for people, for many students. We train them, even for colleges. We give CRT trainings for them, campus recruitment trainings, like 200 hours of training. That is a whole semester training for colleges and universities, and that is how we have started up last year, 2020 September. We have started our startup, and it's going well so far.
That's great. That's very great. So,
Yeah.
what was the most difficult part in early stages of your company startup?
The difficult part is the thing is everyone in my team are technical, including me. We are from technical background, so we don't have any experience with non-technical side of a company. So to manage a company, it's not just technical. Non-technical also plays the major role in maintenance of the company. So it was difficult for me to understand things like taxes or other part of the company, all legalities or some CIN numbers and all. I didn't had any idea about it. So fortunately, what happened is I have a cousin of mine who is a CA. So as I have my cousin, I have involved him in my company, and he helped me out with legalities and registering of the company, all those sorts of things. So that was the challenge for me, non-technical side.
Okay. What was the gap in the market that you identified?
Okay, the gap in the market was see, India needs a lot of cybersecurity experts. So, as for even in Hindu also, if you see the articles, there was a research done wherein 1.5 million jobs are unfilled in cybersecurity. Okay, so as we have a lot of gap, it's not that we don't have those many people who are willing to get in. There are many people every year they are coming out. They want to be a cybersecurity experts, and they are trying to do some random stuff to YouTube or some Udemy courses or so. Okay, the thing is they are not meeting that organization standards. As they are not meeting up the standards of organization, they are not able to get inside the organization as a fresher. It's a simple funda, that is, see, as if you are an owner of a company, just imagine, will you keep your application security or will you keep your devices in some fresher hands and tell them to secure
No.
without they're not having any experience? So obviously you'll be like, no, I can't. Okay, so that is the whole point in here. The whole point is we don't trust the freshers in cybersecurity field. Why? Because they don't. Few people don't meet the standards, and few people, even though they meet, they are not able to prove the companies that they are meeting the standard.
Hmm.
Okay, they are not able to prove the company that they are meeting the standard. So that is the issue. So that is the gap. So what I did is I planned in such a way that I have designed things in such a way that I myself has attended a lot of interviews to just understand the market. And as I'm into this field also, I understand it little more better. So I have built a courses in such a way that my students will be able to meet those standards. So I have done that. So ultimately what happens is, here we don't do any marketing, we don't know much marketing. It's all about mouth of words, which one student will spread to another students. Like success stories will help other students to understand that these people are having a potential to help them out. So that is what happened. Like my students out there, even a 15-year-old student, he was identified by by many news channels, and he was into it because he has helped many companies in our training program. So through our internship programs. So yeah, that is how we are trying to cover up the gap in market.
Okay. Can you explain your business model?
Okay, so our business model is, we are having B2C and B2B both. Actually, we are having tie-ups with businesses, and we are directly having tie-ups with customers too.
Okay.
Okay, so basically what we do is, it's not just trainings what we deliver. We also tie up with companies and take application security projects. So there are many companies out there who create or develop new type of applications, and they release it into market. So before releasing it into market, they need their application to get secured. Without security, no matter how good UI, how good user interface they have, it doesn't matter, because ultimately if it gets hacked, users will lose trust on that application. So what we do is, we find out loopholes, we find out vulnerabilities in those applications, and report it to that so and so organization. So they'll fix those vulnerabilities, and then they'll release into market. So the risk of their application will reduce a lot after the security. So that is for B2B. So from our company to another company. And coming to training services, in training services, again, there are many companies who wants to be, like for example, there are US companies who are having contracts with our company, wherein we give training services to those company, and these companies are having few tie-ups with colleges or universities, and they're bringing. Okay, so we have B2B, and we also give private trainings for our students, directly to students. So directly to the customers, we also deliver trainings. So
Oh,
that's our business model.
okay. Did your family, friends help you with funding your startup, or did you approach investors? How did you find the investor?
Okay, so the advantage for me is, fortunately, I didn't like, my family or friends will be helping out in funding up my startup if I needed. But fortunately, I was self-sufficient, and I was having more than enough funds for starting up my startup, and leading it towards the journey. So yeah, that was the advantage for me.
Okay. Which factors do you see impacting your business over coming years?
The factors I would see impacting the business, I wouldn't see any factors in a positive way. Are you asking? If it is a positive way, then definitely it would be. Negative way, there are no much points.
Okay, in positive way.
In positive way, if you can see, many businesses out there, due to COVID, they were affected and they were down, right?
Yes.
But our cybersecurity industry is not down. The reason behind that is, the more online users, like every day, due to COVID, people are started working from home. So as people started working from home, they are started using online internet more. So the more online users increases, the more need of cybersecurity arises due to cyber crimes. So our impact in future, it is still growing up. So during COVID itself, 300%, more than 300%, our cybersecurity industry has grown. So yeah, it's a positive impact for us. Even in future, it will be
And there's
a good thing.
nothing like negative coming.
Nothing negative coming up. Because see, if you see any other technology out there, today one technology might be there, and tomorrow maybe another technology might be overcoming that technology. So the advantage of cybersecurity is no matter what technology they are, they need security.
Yes.
IoT security, AI security, DevOps security called rugged DevOps,
Mm.
like that application, web application or mobile application or system, network, anything needs security. So in future, even if new technology comes in, cybersecurity is needed for them. So it's a positive impact and it's a secure job to say.
Okay. Are you planning to hire fresh talent in your team or company grows? What qualities do you look for if you're hiring them?
Okay, so the fresh talent definitely I would be looking forward, and they have to be energetic. And the thing is, I would be looking for people who are in a mindset where definitely we'll be paying them enough, but their mindset should be in such a way that they have to not run after money, they have to run after knowledge. Okay, it's not that we'll pay them more than a regular MNC out there. But the thing is, I want the person to have a mindset that they have to run after knowledge rather than running after money. And it's not that many people will be thinking that I want to work in an MNC like Google or Facebook or so. I don't blame it because, since beginning we have been taught like that in many colleges and all, saying that, you have to, if you work, you have to work for Google, or if you work, you have to work. But the actual scenario is, if you work for a startup, you'll be gaining much more knowledge, and you'll be not only gaining knowledge on that particular field, the overall part of the startup also you'll be learning. You'll get an entire idea. So if someone having that kind of mindset, then I would welcome them to, reach out to us.
Okay, that's good. Uh, what according to you are personality traits or of a good leader?
Personality traits of a good leader. I would say that personal development of that, he should be more concentrating on personal development. And second thing is, he has to concentrate on that team development. So development of a team ultimately leads to development of company. So development of team should be also the priority for that the leader, and the strategic planning he has to have. Any leader, they have to have strategic planning, and they have to understand the emotions of their teammates. I wouldn't say employees. I don't like to say employees. I would rather address them as my teammates. So we have to communicate like a lot. So we have to, whatever it is there, positive or negative, we have to have that communication. If there is a communication gap, then downfall starts for our startup. So that is very important.
So, what is the best and the worst part of being a CEO?
Okay, best and worst part of being a CEO. The best part is you can try out many things. The worst part is you have to wear different hats and see which hat to try. So you have to put your leg in many areas. Okay, so and suddenly you have to take a decision. It's a big decision, but you don't have time to decide. You have to take a decision in such it's a risky one, but unpredictable, but you have to take a decision. So that is a hard part.
Okay.
And
Describe.
positivity is you'll gain respect from many people out there. So saying CEO, it's a
uh,
positive thing, like
okay.
respect from people out there. Yeah.
Describe a time you had make a tough decision, for example, budget cuts or market withdrawal, etc. What did you do and what was the result?
Okay. So tough decisions with budgets and all have never occurred. But there was a tough decisions which I had to choose when in September, actually 2020 September, right when I thought of starting up a startup. I had gotten a big contract from a US based company. Okay, so that's a good thing for the organization. The another thing is I got a job offer from cybersecurity wing of RBI.
Okay.
So either I have to choose this job offer, maybe it might come in future or it might not come in future, or I have to choose this particular contract and make sure that company will develop soon. So I had to choose one among these two things. So that was a difficult task. So I chose to be with startup, but fortunately, what happened is I pulled out trustable people whom I know who are in this industry, who worked in forensic, Akil, Achishma. These people, they are my teammates. So trustable people like Shiva and all, I pulled them up and I kept them. Without me also, it should run. Okay, so what I did is I pulled them out, make a team, and I started, investing time in startup for some time. And full-time work, I work for RBI, Cybersecurity Wing, so IDRBT. So I do both of this stuff simultaneously, like in every day-to-day life. So that
Okay.
was a tough decision back then.
Are you looking for any vendors to help you simplify any part of your business?
Yeah, the thing is, as I told you in beginning also, that our team is technical side. So we definitely will be looking forward for non-technical side of a team. So where they'll be handling about graphic designing or digital marketing or any other stuff, which is like HR management or all those things whoever can handle. So we'll be definitely looking forward for someone who will be handling non-technical side of our company.
Okay, great. So, my last question to you is, what are the recent and long-term plans of your startup?
Okay, so the recent plan is we had gotten tie-ups with many organizations, mainly US-based companies. Not only one, there are two more companies in US where we have contracts with. So that's a recent thing. Even with Cyber Radar University, we had a placement partner tie-up. So like that, recently we have collaborated, and in future, in long term, we are planning to continue our training services. So training is something which I would love to do because of once my students, many students of them got placed after our training and internship programs. So once they got placed, they are grateful towards us. So that is ultimately we feel that okay, we are in right path. We are helping out many people out there to reach their goals. So definitely we won't be stopping out trainings. But it's not that we are just going to stick with trainings. We want to get inside more into application security. So take out projects from companies, application security, whoever, any company who develop applications. So we will be willing to take their application security projects. And in future, we are also looking forward in developing tools which can automated the tasks where automatically companies will be able to secure their applications. So we are also looking forward to build such kind of tools in future.
Okay. Sir, lastly, I would like you to say something to your viewers or our viewers.
Okay, so I would say that guys, believe in network more than net worth. That is the first thing. And second thing is don't run after money, run after knowledge. Money will automatically run after you. So keep this in mind and don't work hard, work smarter. So these things I follow. And if you want to get into business or if you want to understand the active income and passive income or any kind of income, I have read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and 21st Century Business. So read this book, you'll get a different perspective over your work. As an employee or as an entrepreneur, you'll get an idea. So go through those books.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.